I'm thinking we're going to jump into the first part of the show. This is one of my favorite parts of the show. And this is where we chat about what we're ordering. Okay. So first off, I want to remind you, Milgee Comics over on Patreon. This is our homie, a member of the channel. His name's Russ Bright. He's an Overstreet advisor, an LCS owner, and Ryan works there.
He's not on the soundboard anymore though, is he?
No. I don't think he's on there right now.
It's
I got other things on there.
It's our boy Jim Mint, I think, is on the soundboard.
That's right. That's on the soundboard. But right now we have the ability to serve the community around the world, get your comics, and never miss out on your comic orders again. What you do is you sign up via the join button on Milgee Comics on Patreon. Link is always in the description, of course. And what will happen is an email will be sent to you, post you signing up. This $10 a month will get you free shipping.
Right.
And Ryan will be
10% discount on everything you order, too.
Thank you, Ryan.
Got to remember that.
Fire guy Ryan in the house.
Ryan started the fire!
And
Is
Ryan,
that the longest you've gone without using the soundboard, by the way?
I think so, man.
It's a record.
Dude, we got a long show ahead. There's a lot of time to
Plenty of soundboard options.
So what Ryan does is he was going to contact you, and he's going to set you up so that you have an account and you'll be able to order your comics. Now, what we're going to do today is chat about some stuff that you can order. And when is the previews cutoff?
It's the 26th of this month.
All right, so you got some time, but, give you something to think about. There's some comics on here, actually one in particular, I'm ordering more of, like in excess of 15 copies.
Weirdo.
I am weird, but some of the members are going to appreciate that I'm being transparent and letting them know, because maybe they want to order more than one copy. So let's jump into it. Get your comics at MilgeeComics.com, Milgee's Comics Patreon. Ryan will become your dealer. But we always recommend Google, find your LCS first.
Correct.
You have a local comic shop nearby. Support them. Give them a second try. They screwed up your order. Give them a third try. All right. But if you have exhausted all your options, we're here for you. We got to get you your comics, comic fam. And we're going to start off with this glorious variant, okay? This is W. Maxwell Prints. We got Ice Cream Man issue number 26. This one right here is $4. The reason why I'm putting this on my pull list this week, well, granted, I didn't put this on my pull list. This has been on my pull list. If you notice, it says here, granted, this is,
You're not logged in, right?
I'm not logged in, but if you were to log into mine, it would say subscribed and pre-ordered already, because I get all the cover A's and cover B's of Ice Cream Man.
Both.
Oh, yeah.
I would just go with the cover B's. They're too good. Look at this.
Dude.
Like, that's so. Why is his mouth upside down or vertical?
Well, why does he have a mouth that's vertical in his cheek?
In his cheek, and his eye is exposed a little bit.
It is creepy.
There's flowers for some reason.
W. Maxwell Prints has been hyping this variant for over a month, maybe 2 months. I've seen this. Like, he doesn't traditionally post a lot of the variant covers for his run. So I think when he does, it means that it struck a chord. What do you think, Ryan?
It's freaky. I mean, they're all really freaky, and that's the beauty of, I think, the variants specifically for Ice Cream Man. But this one, ugh.
Well, stay tuned, comic fam, because we're gonna be talking about some W. Maxwell Prints goodness here in a sec, but we're gonna keep it going because this book has got me like, I have so many questions. First off, Tom freaking Taylor, come on. This writer, damn it, Ryan. He's really freaking good.
That's kind of the best way to say it, really.
Nightwing.
That's really all I need to know.
Okay, well, you shouldn't just know that, because he's done a handful of things that you're going to know. And he's just been excellent. He's totally rebranded the Nightwing line and brought so many new people to it. I've never really been super into Nightwing. Like, he's always my favorite, but like, I kind of come and go.
I never read a Nightwing book before, but it's my favorite DC superhero comic right now.
It's one of the books. I mean, I have a lot of books on my pull list, and I get to them over time. But this one, I'm like, oh, the next one's out. Reading today. It's one of those situations. So when he's attached to this book, Dark Ages, I got so many damn questions. This one sounds super interesting. I mean, just listen to this. Mysterious description. Tom Taylor's on it. You know him from Deceased as well. And it's one of those writers that, as you say, you subscribe to whenever he's doing something new. But this particular like run of comics, when searching for exclusive covers, and I had a handful to look from, I was told, I'm not going to tell you by who, yo, Tom, this Dark Ages, I think you're going to want to consider that one. And
you mean for the mail call?
I was thinking like a possible exclusive, yeah. Kind of searching through what was available.
So somebody at Marvel?
I'm not saying anything. I'm saying that somebody told me, hey, you should look at Dark Ages, Tom Taylor. You should be really considering, because they think that this is going to be a banger. But the narrative is like impending doom. So, something from before time itself, which is like something we've heard before. I thought Null was, you know.
Right, the description here is pretty much just like, we're getting the Avengers together, we're getting the Defenders together, we're getting the Champions together, but everybody is defeated by some epic supervillain from, you know, who's way crazier than anything they've ever fought before. And it's like, yeah, again? We're going to do this again? Like, this happens all the time.
I think there's going to be some ramifications in this. They got a really good writer on it. And really the art for the variants that we've seen so far, it shows heroes that are like damaged badly. Cap is bleeding on the cover. Spider-Man is torn up. So I think there's going to be some changes, some ramifications, possibly some deaths. I have no idea. I don't have any insight on this. Besides, I was recommended to seriously consider this. This is on my pull list.
I'm in. Tom Taylor, 6 issues. I'm in. That's easy.
Okay, there we go.
Next
one, we have Ultimate Fallout, the facsimile edition. Okay, Comic Fam, full transparency here. I bought like 15 or I can't remember. I told Russ it was a lot though. He's like, really? But it was like 20 copies of this book. You know, the last time this was reprinted heavily was on the Halloween version. I think it was like a free comic book day, but the Halloween, whatever they call it, Halloween Fest or whatever. And that book in Nearman goes for $20 because Ultimate Fallout 4 has spiked to all hell, you know? So this right here just seems like a no-brainer to me. It's $4 with discount. You know, I've spent more on modern books. I might as well throw some money down on a facsimile. There's been too many facsimiles that have spiked. And it's Miles Morales.
When I think of facsimile too, I'm thinking of like a Bronze Age book or a Silver Age book. And for someone like me who loves modern stuff, like this I'm never going to have this comic. So except for the facsimile version.
And that's why I think this is a good bet. Now, will this hit crazy numbers? No, I don't think so. But I think this could be a $10 book.
Plus, it's got all the original ads, so you could like take a mind trip back to 2012 or whenever this was.
Hell yeah, Mark Bagley, baby, let's do it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna keep it going because we have Dark Ages again. Man, I clicked that link like 3 times. Okay, Nick Spencer's run on Amazing Spider-Man's ending. Not to my disappointment, but to many people's probably
satisfaction.
A
lot of people have not been satisfied with his run, and I think a lot of people will be glad to hear that he is leaving this book.
Okay. Well, you know what? I am very excited to see that Peach Momoko did this stunning cover. It is a
pretty good,
expensive book, but this is the change up of writers that's coming, the passing of the torch, if you would. And with this gorgeous Peach Momoko cover, I had to have it. Like this thing, look at this. You see the skyline back here, the webbing.
I did not even notice that.
I know,
There's buildings back there.
There's so much to look at. The roses. I mean, you got to remind yourself, Comic Fam. Okay, I'm going to do it right now.
Uh-oh.
I've been waiting for this. I want the Comic Fam to realize what happened with Peach Momoko. We stole Peach Momoko from an entirely different industry. She was going to be a tattoo artist.
You mean like we stole her? She's in the kitchen right now.
No. We didn't steal nobody. We went to Japan. No. But no, Peach Momoko was going to be a tattoo artist. And she was dabbling in comics. She was training. She told me she was actively training to be a tattoo artist.
Tattoo-issionist.
And now she is one of Marvel's biggest creators. One of the biggest creators of all time. Not of all time, excuse me, but but in the last like 2 years.
She's got a lot of variants right now. In this current catalog, she's very busy. Like there's plenty of Peach Momoko variants just this month available. It's kind of crazy how much work she's done and is doing.
The Comic Fam stole her from the tattoo community.
Good.
All right. We won.
Screw them.
I don't think I've ever heard someone talk about this. Screw those tattoo people. What are you saying, Ryan? You have a tattoo. You have a Green Lantern tattoo.
Yeah, but it's
on your butt.
It's hit. Yeah, that's true. And I have 2 tattoos.
Actually, no, you have the green one here, but you have the yellow one on your butt.
It's true.
I don't recommend a yellow tattoo on your butt.
He's seen it.
Comic Fam. Peach Momoko. I call this a win in the community here because we secured an amazing artist for our community.
As you can see.
So right wonderful. Here. So there we go. Sorry, tattoo community. All right, here we go. Now we have some legendary stuff in the making. Red Sonja over at Dynamite. Yeah, number 1, Mirka freaking Andolfo. That's right. No better time to jump on a brand new title, something that's been optioned. We got Conan coming to Netflix in the near future, and Mirka Andolfo is just such an amazing person. She's a lovely person. She's a killer artist, and she's writing this book and doing covers for it through Dynamite. And the narrative sounds like very welcoming to a new reader.
I am somebody who has stayed away from Red Sonja because I don't know where to start. It's been going on forever. I've never really felt compelled to try until now, honestly.
Okay,
a new number one.
A new number one. It's going to follow Red Sonja showing up to a village that was just slaughtered. And she finds a child with white tattoos. And she has to kind of take her under her wing, keep her safe as they embark on a journey. So there's this high stakes because there's this vulnerable person that's with her. But Red Sonja, she's a savage. She's a she-devil, and she's going to kick ass. And shout out to Dynamite. Shout out to Vincent. Shout out to Nick for hooking me up with some pages to show the community.
Ooh.
Oh, my gosh. This is what, Comic Fan, where are you getting this anywhere else? We got some
Sonja sneak peeks.
Sonja sneak peeks right here, right now. The art looks fantastic. Look at this. Boom. It's savage. Now, there's no writing here because this is just, a little bit that's been teased.
Yeah.
And look at that. Bada bing. Let me read you what Mirka and Duffo said about this, because if you're a Red Sonja fan, you'll be pleased to know this. This is what she said. Quote, Red Sonja is an extraordinary, multifaceted... Oh my gosh. Butch is here.
Butch is here.
Here, read this because it's kind of far from me.
Red Sonja is an extraordinary, multifaceted character, and I loved her from the first moment. When
That's
asked to make my own version of her, I immediately accepted.
She's been collaborating with DC since 2015. She's done pencils on Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Catwoman, DC's Bombshells, Teen Titans, Green Arrow. She did interiors on Teen Titans 12. What's up? This is very exciting to me. Red Sonja, put it on your pull list. Not only that, there's a handful of variants that I'm hyped about. Comic Fan, I like Red Sonja. Take a look at this. Boom. Gorgeous cover. Boom. Another gorgeous cover. Boom. This is the kid I was just talking about.
Right.
All right. And then look at this one. Fantastic. That took some time to do right there.
That's pretty cool.
That's hot. I love it. And then, of course, you got your cosplay cover. Supporting the cosplay community. I love it, Dynamite. Keep up the good work. And also, let's actually take a quick look at what we have here. Marvel Decoded says, I love you, Ryan. And he just won a giveaway. Show him what he got.
Or she. It could
or
be.
she. That one right there.
It's topical, too.
Hold on. Let me bring it back.
That's us.
Boom.
Oh, there
That's
you
right.
go.
We have a Davy Go Red Sonja number one, the Superpowers variant. That's going to be yours. There's going to be an email in the description of this video, but you can also just get ahead of it. bagsandboardsgiveaway@gmail.com. Email us. Mention the book, Red Sonja, the Superpowers, and say that you won on a comic on the podcast number 43, and we'll send it to you. That's some comic karma going your way. That's how we roll. All right, let's keep this rolling here. We have what? Stray Dogs? Never heard of that.
Yeah,
all right.
me neither.
For real, I'm so glad that you brought this to the table when you did.
I'll take full credit for the entire popularity of this book.
You get full credit because you were the first person to be like,
It was
you
me.
need to read this comic. I'm excited about this comic. It hadn't even come out yet, but the trade is here. This is one of those moments where if you're like, I really want to get somebody else into comics and I don't want to give them a superhero comic book.
I ordered this trade for that exact reason.
This is
I'm going to try
exactly
and sneak
why I
it to my
ordered it.
dad who hates comics and fun. So hopefully he likes dogs.
That's
So
right.
maybe this is not the book to give a dog lover.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. It's a tough story. If you haven't read it, you got to read Stray Dogs, and now it's collected in a trade, or it will be when it drops on September 15th.
That's right. All right. And speaking of that, please explain what's going on with this, because Jeff Lemire, it's just one of those situations where it's so damn interesting that I don't even really know. I don't even care. I just got to order it.
Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino are like a top tier creative team for me, kind of like Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Like when I see this creative team doing something, I am immediately interested, if not like automatically on board.
Sure.
It's a 6-issue miniseries called Primordial that is apparently takes place during the Cold War, and it's about like monkeys that get launched into space and apparently abducted by aliens.
They get abducted by aliens.
Right.
It's going to be
That's the
a
perfect usage.
wild ride, comic fan.
And it's only 6 issues. I love books that have a definite end.
That's how I feel, Ryan. That's how I feel.
They're so good together. Like,
I
this
mean,
is going to be a great book.
Dude, this
I'm
is
excited.
the Gideon Falls team.
Right?
Like, don't get it twisted, comic fam. Just because it's a silly premise, this could be an epic story.
It most likely will be. With the two of them, it's pretty much a guarantee in my mind.
All right, keep it going. Eternals. Now, this is a
Like a tie-in.
a tie-in,
Yeah.
right, to the Eternals run. But this is Thanos Rises, right?
Thanos has kind of popped up a few times in this Eternals run, and I'm not going to lie, it has not been my favorite book on my pull list. It is very dense and complicated I think, as the Eternals should be. But this is going to be a cool tie-in that it looks like it's going to be like a Thanos origin story. So I'm on board. I want to see what Kieran Gillen can do with a Thanos.
Well,
origin.
Eternals are created. All right. They're not
Right.
They're not born. They're created, and they don't have children. However, this is going to dive into that story. You know, it's simply something that Eternals don't do, but some think that they can find a way. And they were very terribly, terribly wrong, is what it says in the solicitation. But Thanos rises. And that's what I got. I love Thanos. So that's why I'm getting it. All right, keeping it going. Doctor Strange, the death of Doctor Strange, a 1 of 5 series. I mean, do we even need to get much deeper into this? We have a very vivid cover. Doctor Strange gonna be seeing his demise soon.
It's like I think it's like a Batman Beyond kind of like old man Doctor Strange. Like, I don't think it's him dying immediately. I think this is showing the future when he dies.
Okay, that makes sense.
Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't read a lot of Doctor Strange. There's not a lot of Doctor Strange out right now, right? Surgeon Supreme kind of came and went.
I like that one too.
That didn't really last very long, and I think this is like the first Doctor Strange story since then.
I think so.
I'm in. It's 5 issues. Again, it's going to end soon. You're not signing up for a giant ongoing series. So.
Oh, and you know we got No. What am I saying? Is it AWA?
This is AWA.
Yeah,
for
of course
sure.
we got AWA on here because
That's why I put it on the list.
I know, dude. Ryan, you love AWA.
I do.
You've gotten me into so many of their titles.
They are pretty good.
Talk to me about this one.
This is Telepaths. It's going to be a 6-issue series where some event kind of just awakens like telekinetic powers in like 10% of the world's population.
There you go.
I'm
It's
down.
following 2 different people.
Right? Yeah, it's got like a
go.
split protagonist kind of story, cops and robbers sort of thing.
Very cool.
I'm in.
I'm in. Comic
Doesn't
fam.
take much to get me on board.
I want to know what you're reading, Comic Fam. What's on your pull list? Please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. Help your fellow members. That's how we find new things. There's a lot of new comics that come out every single week. Independent, Marvel, DC. And if you're going, yo, Tom, what about the DC stuff? Well, you got to subscribe because we do a whole other preview show about DC because there's so
The next
many.
time we're here, we'll be doing the DC catalog.
That's how we do it.